So today is Sunday, November 10th, and this is my daily rant for the day, boo. Okay. Now, I told y'all that I was going to be addressing stuff that is like affecting my demographic, right? And when I mean my demographic, I mean mothers, I mean women, hell, I mean humans, because my demographic is the human race. We're not gonna just specify one group because at the end of the day, we are the human race, we are the human species, and that's who I create my content for. Not just for Black American women, not just for American women, not just for women, not just for mothers, but my stuff be for everybody. So let's get into it. Now, y'all know I told y'all that I was going to be really addressing stuff that really displeasing me with the food industry, right? And one of the things that really like bothers me is the foods that are marketed and targeted to our children, right? Now, I'm talking about, the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, the Hot Pockets, the Lunchables, the Takis, the Capri Suns, the hot dogs, the lunch meat, the McDonald's chicken nuggets, and every other processed food that's targeted towards our children, especially the cereals, right? Have y'all realized that most of the foods, if not all the foods that are targeted towards our children, especially in America, are processed foods? So when they say, oh, the devil comes for the youth, well, it made sense to me because I really thought about it, right? Because if you attack people when they're young, you got the adults screwed up because now they screwed up since birth. So we have to be mindful of what we really are feeding our children and what is really doing to your children. Stop thinking that you're rewarding your child because you're giving them processed foods, you're giving them foods with a whole bunch of sugar that's really going to mess up their body and really mess it up for them. So now when they 20 something, they having these issues. Why are they having these issues? Because at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you was feeding them processed foods. Realize that these foods do more than just attack the organs, but also it lowers the vibrational frequency. So a lot of these children, they'll say, oh, they're not doing good in school. Well, what are you feeding them at home? What type of routines do you have at home? What type of activities do you have at home? You want them to be good students, but you feeding them processed foods. You want them to be good children, but you giving them foods with a whole bunch of sugar. And then you sitting them in front of the TV or you sitting them in front of a phone and you expect for them to be productive citizens? I'm going to say this with my chest. Parents, we have to do better. Stop rewarding your children with processed foods. Stop making them think it's okay to eat all of this stuff like Hot Pockets because, okay, not one, the Hot Pockets is processed, and then how you cook it in the microwave. So now you're giving them double the trouble. It don't make no sense. No child should be obese. Now, granted, I understand there are some circumstances because y'all know I got to give a disclaimer that some people have health issues that makes them overweight. But this is my thing. We should be doing everything that we can to make sure that our children are coming up into this world being healthy, being happy, and being productive so that when they're adults, they won't have the issues that plague most of the adults right now. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When before I became vegan, before I woke up, yeah, I was feeding my son and stuff. And the moment I found out what it was doing, y'all, I snatched that stuff from his diet so fast. And now the good thing is my son is having a son. So guess how my grandson gonna be raised? He ain't gonna be eating no hot dogs. He ain't gonna be eating no hot pockets. He ain't gonna be eating no processed cereals, no Capri Suns. He ain't gonna think that he being rewarded because he getting some chicken nuggets from McDonald's. And is that really chicken? We have to do better, parents. And I am really here to step on y'all necks. For those of you that's not aware, for those of you that are aware, kudos to you. But for those of you that's not aware, I'm stepping on your neck and I'm not letting off. Why? Because I care about the human race, but I care more about the future generations that's coming up. We got to make sure that these children are healthy so that they can become healthy, productive adults. It starts with the foods you eat. Y'all don't realize that the foods that you eat really like determines how your brain process stuff. If you eating a bunch of foods that take a lot to process into your system, what you think is doing to the digestive system? What do you think is doing to the colon and to all the other organs in the body. We have to be mindful parents. We have to be mindful humans. And guess what? If we ain't gonna give it to our children, that means you don't need to be eating it either. Ladies, stop thinking you doing something good because you cooking your man a bunch of processed foods or a bunch of red meats. You not helping your man, and then you mad when he having erectile dysfunction at a certain age. Well, honey, what have you been feeding him? Or you can't really enjoy life because after he eat, now he got itis, and now you bored, you sitting on the couch mad because he done ate and went to sleep. Well, what is you feeding that man? And ladies, we're not even gonna go into how it affects us. That's gonna be another video. But I just wanted to come in here and talk about this because I know for a fact, I know several people that thought that they were basically treating their children because they was giving them Takis. And do you know what Takis was doing to these kids' colons and esophagus? For real, for real. Do you know what chemicals is in there that what it's doing to our children's bodies? And then you want to fuss at them and yell at them because they being bad in school or because they don't have the energy to get up and clean their room. Well, are you giving them foods to really fuel their brain, fuel their body? No. So anyway, that's my daily rant for today. I'm out, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.